Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Justin, K3EE, and this is Blackbeard's Radio. Today we're going to go over something pretty easy and simple and often overcomplicated. We are going to talk about the Nano VNA. We're not getting into all the nuanced stuff. I'm going to quickly and easily show you how to set this up for what you would need it for 99.9% of the time. Going to be down and dirty and a quick video, so stick with me. Again, I'm Justin, K3. Alright guys, again, my name's Justin, K3EE, and this is Blackbeard's Radio. I kindly ask that if you love me and you like what I do, you don't even have to love me, I'll be honest, but if you at least like what I do, give me a like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it really helps the channel grow, and it lets me know what kind of content you guys really want to see. So the Nano VNA, this is what it looks like. You'll get it, it's covered up, wrapped up. You undo the box, pull the lid off, and you have it. You have a couple of different storage pockets. A tether, the tether is not on it when you receive it. You have to thread that through. But then you have a couple little jumper wires, and a stylus pin. They also give you a guitar pick that you can put on the tether. I think it's actually on the tether, but the guitar pick lets you, should you choose to lace the tether through, you always have a stylus with you. Your imports are capped, and then these three things over here, one of them is open circuit, one of them is closed circuit, and one of them is load, and that is how we calibrate, and you're going to need to know that in a minute. They give you a PL239 to SMA, and then a double female SMA. All right, let me dump out these bad boys and not lose them. All right, so once we get it, got a scroller bar on top, USB-C for charging, power cable, and on the bottom, it's actually a spot for a memory card. I go ahead and pull these bad boys off. Power it on. Now you can see exactly how confusing it is. If we look here, we can see that we have logarithmic, Smith, logarithmic again, and what phase we're in. Guys, this isn't what I got a $49 Nano VNA for. I'll be honest. I wanted a $49 Nano VNA to help me with my antennas. So here's what we do. First, we're going to get into it, and we're going to go to display, trace, and the trace is what all is showing. And you can see right now the top four are lit up. Touch it once, you can see the check mark right there. That means that you're on that trace. Touch it a second time, it turns it off. So now up here, you see we only have two. Come back again, I can turn that one off and turn that one off. So now this has 0 input on it, which is a wonderful thing. All right, so we'll come back to trace, and we'll do trace. Nope, I don't like that color. We'll do trace purple. And now we can do Whoop, 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 get back here. Format. You can see we have logarithmic. Phase is currently in. Delay, so we'll undo phase. It won't let me. So we'll make purple our SWR. We have 0 inputs, so the SWR is not reading anything. All right, so now we'll come back. We'll get back to display, trace, and now I think that's a good color. So now we turned on purple, and we have now turned on blue. And now we'll come down to format the trace. And instead of being in logarithmic, we want this one in resistance, which is your ohms. So that will tell you whether or not your 50 ohm antenna or 450 ohm antenna or 750 ohm antenna is right. Now, if you wanted to just go and not save it, you're done. All you have to do now, go back to the main menu. We head to stimulus. You choose your start frequency, and let's say we're doing this for 40 meters. So we'll start it at 7.0 meg. 7.0 meg, yeah. And then we'll stop it at 7.3 meg. So that's literally the entire 40 meter band. And now I'm running a stimulus across it. So that means that that bandwidth is where this meter right now is going to pick up anything. So now we need to calibrate. So let's go to calibrate. We need to do an open. So to do the open, you'll find the one that has nothing. And if you can look in there, you can see it's kind of like a cupped disc. So we'll screw the open on. Boom. Now it's asking for the short. So the short is the brass one with the little needle in the middle of it. Screw the short in. There it goes. Now we need to do the load. And the load is the silver one with a cap on it. Touch load. Isolation. Through, and now what through means is you connect one of these. And now remember that one time I told you that it came with an SMA barrel connector? That's what this means. So you connect that, you connect it to and now you actually connect it to the other port. And now we're done. So now we're saved. So now we can save this as, let's save this one as number 1. All right, after I got it far enough away from my face I could see it. You're gonna hit the screen again, and this is your main menu when you first pull it up. Recall, and now look right there. 7 through 7.3. If I click that, look, I can come up here to the generic one that has everything, and all I have to do is come back to here. How about them apples? So now you can see that in the middle on the bottom, I have 2 little arrows. So this is my frequency, and this is my marker for my frequency. The blue one obviously coincides at this moment with my resistance, and the purple one coincides with my SWR. If you notice, it right here in white, it tells you the frequency that I'm in. So you can kind of see, remember I put the whole band of 40 in here, and you can see that we got it covered, and that the SWR is pretty flat, but I also have a tuned, very tuned antenna with diodes and electrodes. So I guess that's what you get when you buy antennas meant for something. Kind of neat to have a resonant antenna every once in a while, I guess. All right, so let's go back through and we will reconfigure this for 20. I just took off my 239, connecting my through pass, disconnecting the SMA cable because we're going to have to restart, so we're going to recalibrate. So now remember, we're back. We don't have the back on the bottom, so that means that we're at the root menu, if you will. So now that we have the root menu, let's go back to recall. We'll go back to the messy one because we'll start from scratch. Back, display, trace. Let's get rid of those two. So now we're only working with the blue one at the moment. We're formatting it to resistance. Back, display, trace. Let's turn on the purple one. Now the check mark's there, so that means that anything we do next is going to apply to that. This one we want to be the SWR. Ta-da. Now we come in, we set up our stimulus. We're going to start it at 14 point. How low do y'all want to go? 20 is pretty big if you go all the way to the bottom. Well, I mean, screw it. 14.35 meg. We'll stop the stimulus at, oh no, wait. We'll stop it at 14 point, whoa. 14.35. You don't have to put the 0. We'll start it at 14.0. And ta-da. Boom. Now we'll calibrate it. Oh, calibration. Open. Short. Needle. Load. Through. Okay, remember we saved 40 meters as memory 1 just a minute ago. Hit through, it liked through. So now we can hit done. We can save it as number 2. So now if we go to our recall feature, we now have 40 meters and 20 meters that we can recall and test. And you can keep doing that till you fill up all the memory banks. All right, guys, this turned into a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I think it turned into like a 10-minute video, but I did it twice for y'all. And you watched me fumble through some of it. So again, I'm Justin, K3EE, and this has been Blackbeard's Radio. Please give me a like and subscribe. It'll really help me out. I'll talk to y'all later.